Everybody's been asking about this. We've got a J. We've got a 2006 Civic.
Okay, now you have my attention.
We're gonna make mounts. Welcome to VTEC Academy. You're about to get schooled.
It's the special sauce.
Hey guys, I'm back again with a project a lot of you guys have been asking about. This is the FG Civic, the 2006 to 2011 Civic, and this is a J series motor. People want to know, is it going to fit? And will Hasport make a mount kit? So what do you think? Can we get it in there?
We're about to find out.
Yes, we are, absolutely. By the way, this is Brian also. That's not his last name, it's actually Thomas, but I call him Brian also. Anyway, he's got a vintage Hasport performance shirt on. That thing's from like 20 years ago.
Maybe like 18. But
18 years ago? Okay, so a while. Not quite 2 decades. Brian's been doing Hondas forever. He's built numerous K-swapped and B-swapped EG, EK, EFs over the years. You have how many EFs right now?
As long as it's from 1990 to 2000, I'm a fan.
You're a fan? Very good. Yep. You actually own quite a few of them too.
I might have half a dozen or so.
Half a dozen, yeah. Today, we're going to put this in. We have our J, we have our FG. It is, actually I've set these motors in these cars so it fits. The question is whether or not the subframe is going to fit around it. So it's actually got a fairly big opening. It's big where the differential should be. I think it's going to fit without much difficulty, but we're going to design mounts for it. So it's all going to be based off of this part right here. This bolts in on the frame rail bracket right down here. And once we get that in there, get the motor up, we're going to build a bracket from there to there just to kind of get our general location, and then we're going to build all the other mounts. So, tell you what we need to do though. First thing we need to do is actually take the subframe out. So we're going to lift up in the air.
Subframe,
drops.
bye-bye.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to disconnect the steering U-joint, and then we can get up in the air and take it all apart. That was smart.
I'm a smart ass, not a dumbass.
Yeah, you are. Grab some gloves, we're gonna. Too fine. Whoa.
You didn't even buy me a 3.
This way. See if I can push this over.
Yeah, it should be a 10125.
I can put that right in the hole actually now.
Put it right in there.
Well, I guess if we build it the same way that we build the others, it should work. That's our distance to that.
355.
Oh.
Okay, so let's grab a, see if you can find an EGJ blim bracket over there.
Oh, and I can just measure 355 from that bottom to the top.
Chop it off. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to get dimensions from the frame rail to the center of the bolt hole off the front, and then we want to draw a line on the frame rail to where, you know, flush with this edge. Mm-hmm. And then we'll take the motor out and start measuring down there.
That's where I need to be. That'll be an easier line to follow. That's our new bracket. How does that go in there? Because that doesn't want to go in there because of the...
Oh, because the height to this is different than the height to this. So
Oh,
we're going to
okay.
have to cut that off and that off. I'll probably throw an EGJ up there and make a few, use it as like an assembly, and then remove it and draw everything else.
Well, at least that tells you where the footprint is.
That's exactly right. That's why I start with that. Oh wow, you're going nutty.
If they can get there.
So Scott and Brian have made me some cobbled together place markers. Yep, place markers. And basically what I can do with this information is I'll actually be able to go in and make some initial mounts that we can then try out in the car and see if they work. So what I'll do is probably draw these up tomorrow or Thursday morning, and then tomorrow or Thursday morning, and then we can have some parts in to try on Thursday afternoon. So, but you said I need to drop it about how far do you think?
I'm gonna say at least a half inch, if not 3/4 of an inch, just to get
I'll drop it 3/4 of an
to
inch.
proper hood clearance for safety room and
Right.
and to help with other
Thing.
and other intake manifolds and
Yeah.
whatnot.
So what about our alternators? It looks like it's included.
That I was questioning earlier. There's room.
There's tons of room.
There's room.
We're gonna be fine. All right, so what I'll do is I'll drop it down 3/4 of an inch. No, I'm gonna drop it down ½ inch, and here's why. Because we can always add more spacers to drop it down more. And we will actually drop it till it's just above the subframe like it is on a K. So we'll make the mounts with a little bit more ½ inch drop, put it in the car, and then make another set to move it if we need to move it. All right. Well, cool. We're going to go ahead and call it quits for today on this particular project and roll it out of here, and then make some mounts and bring it back in a couple days and see what it fits like.
3 days later.
Okay, the other day we made these basic cobbled together fixtures in order to get a few measurements. This being the right hand bracket, this being the left hand bracket. From those we made this bracket to go on our right hand side, and we made this bracket right here to go on the transmission side. So we also decided to lower the engine an inch, so that's why the height, there's a little bit of height difference between what we originally did and what we're doing now. Anyway, we're gonna try these in the car and hang the engine, see what it looks like. It's like it was designed to work like that.
Let's go, boom.
All in all, really, really close. We're having a little bit of contact. Basically, when we screw it all the way up, it's going to contact right there. Really close. But
Ground clearance is beautiful.
a little close right here, too.
Pushing is.
All right, so remember how we lowered it an inch? We'll raise it back up a ½ inch.
Nice.
And I gotta fix
That'll
it.
take care of it all.
That'll take care of everything.
Does the hood shut? We haven't checked that yet.
All right, let's go up top. A couple things we noticed. Oil filter. Gonna require a remote. Alternator.
Alternator.
Needs alterations. So we're gonna wind up having to bring the bolt in from the backside. So drill out the threads, come on the backside, put a nut on. Otherwise it interferes with the AC lines. And that,
see
yeah,
that.
you can't take it out because
You
of the
can't
frame rail.
take it out.
That would be tough if you couldn't replace an alternator in a Honda without dropping the engine.
Isn't that cool?
Wow.
I'm gonna slap these.
It's pretty good.
Don't think it's really hitting anything. 'Cause it's still got play.
Yeah, but if we bring it up a ½ inch.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool. But there is a lot of insulation on there, so that would probably that's probably clear. Oh, you just put a ½ inch spacer into that.
and under that frame rail bracket.
Yes.
That would work.
So we think we're gonna go 1/2 inch. Looks like a shmoo.
That makes me want to do stop animation with it now. Oh, there's your 1/2 inch.
Yep.
All right. That's like 3/4 inch there, so I think we're good. Plus you could take that out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you notice how close we are to the metal.
Oh, that's pretty thick.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna raise this back up 1/2 inch. That should clear the transmission end over there. It should clear the oil pan over here. We're still gonna have difficulty with the oil filter, so that's gonna require a remote. But and I think we might move it over 1/4 inch that way as well. That'll just give us more room here. So
It'd give more comfort room for belt changing, but it's,
Right.
it's a serpentine belt changing.
serpentine belt changing, that's, yeah, any type of maintenance, that would be good. I might have to move these connectors up front because of this here. Yeah, that might be kind of difficult, changing coils. Okay, that might be real difficult, changing coils. If you had to change coils on this car, on either end, it's gonna be difficult. But, you know, swap, we're doing a swap, you know these things, it's just the way life is. All right. Cool, well, let's make a mount kit. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us on another episode of VTEC Academy. We are going to make mounts for this, and we are going to look into making a swap like this. So I'm gonna say a special thank you to our camera girl today, Hope. She also designed the brackets, so you've got some work to do. More to design.
Yeah.
All right.
Lots of changes.
Cool. We'll see you guys later.